On social media, the purest genius of animation agrees. Demon Slayer is mid. It is a simple narrative which is being held by the animation. Is it true? Yeah. The plot is elementary. But when you believe this to be a weakness, you are mistaken. Demon Slayer did not earn $800 million due to people becoming stupid overnight. It earned that money because, in a world dominated by deconstructionism, where the heroes are bad, the bad are good, and everything is gray, it dared to go back to the pure archetype. The weaknesses of the series and the film are already pointed out by a lot. However, I would like to concentrate on the cause of its massive success. I would like to suggest you another perspective on what made Tanjiro successful as a psychological and philosophical reaction to 10 years of cynicism and narratives. We can begin with the elephant in the room, Ufotable. It is mean being shallow to say that the animation is beautiful. We must know what they are being about. Ufotable is in pursuit of something too strong that is both frightening and delightful simultaneously. Look at water breathing. It's not realistic water. It is its direct allusion to ukiyo-e art, which were the Japanese prints of the 1700s. It's two-dimensional. It is fake, as opposed to the hyper-realistic 3D backgrounds. Why this choice? The violence is justified, and hence, this makes it acceptable. We would find severed heads in photographic reality and just splatter. Gore. But through the traditional art in making the strikes, Ufotable makes murder into ritual. Violence becomes dance. It is an accurate word selection. It is used to give the fight an uplift. The basic plot could not stand on its own without this aesthetic. Form becomes substance. The most criticized point of Tanjiro is a flat character, a Gary Stu, too good to be true. Let's contextualize. Walter White, Eren Yeager, Denji of Chainsaw Man, characters motivated by selfishness, vengeance, lust, or pure anarchy. The conventional narrative of the modern era provides the hidden meaning of moral relativism, that good and evil consist of opinions. Tanjiro is the one who is revolutionary since he shuns this cynicism. He is a representative of ethics of care. He does not want to be Hokage or king of the pirates, which is his first objective. It is its liability towards others, saving Nezuko. But attention, Tanjiro is no idealist who is a pacifist. He kills, slices off heads, and does not even pause. His intricacy is in the form in which he does it. He appreciates the humanity of the monster as he kills it. This is radical empathy. In a polarized world such as the one we live in, where in the social media or in politics, the enemy must be dehumanized and humiliated, I am killing you because it is my duty to protect the innocent, but I will hold your hand as you die because I know you were victimized. That's a powerful message. It's not naive goodness. It is the greatest and the most challenging emotional maturity. In the event that Tanjiro is the inaccessible ideal, his friends are the audience. Inosuke and Zenitsu are seen by many as a mere meme. In fact, the three symbols refer to three possible reactions to the trauma of death. Tanjiro is acceptance. He faces fear with duty. Zenitsu is denial, cowardice. Zenitsu is us. A sane individual would scream and run away when in the presence of a demon. He symbolizes debilitating fear. It is genius that he only fights at the time when he sleeps, when he turns off consciousness. His animal nature is fatal, and his civilized soul is horrified. He must switch off the self in order to do. Inosuke is aggression, animal instinct. He does not think about fear. He is converting it to competitive rage. Gotoge has struck the right balance between these three energies. Tanjiro would have been too saintly and dull without Zenitsu and Inosuke. They scamper the story with actual human weakness, and the group is well balanced. Let's talk about the villain, Muzan Kibutsuji. Do you see he is not a samurai looking? He dresses Western Japanese style, looks like a gangster or a CEO. Compared to the villains in Naruto or One Piece that possess some lofty beliefs, world peace, perverted justice, Muzan has no ideals. Muzan is a diagnostic narcissist who's obsessed with survival. He runs the Demon Moons as a toxic company. He conducts meetings and ponders on that part when he kills the lower moons, where he dismisses workers who underperform. He uses fear, not loyalty. They are a victim victim of a pyramid scheme by the demons. Muzan sells them some dream, power, immortality, but in his turn he steals their soul and terrorizes them. Muzan is a symbol of social Darwinism to its limit. The powerful devour the weak without being sorry. Tanjiro struggles to inherit this corporate dehumanizing system, giving a model that is founded on collaboration and service to others. Vital to this success, we cannot speak without a reference to Kyojuro Rengoku. The most observed anime movie is the Mugen Train movie. There's a very limited screen time of Rengoku, but he became an instant icon. Rengoku is the static hero, the flat character arc. He is not a character that undergoes change, which is what he learns somewhere in the movie. He appears on the stage already ideal. His job is not to transform, but to transform others. His battle with Akaza is a philosophical argument by the use of swords. Akaza presents to him immortality, denial of death. Rengoku replies by glorifying death. Aging and death is what makes human life worth living. This is the Japanese notion of mono no aware, the heart-aching loveliness of passing. During a historical time, COVID, when we were all terrified of dying, watching a character who was eager to take his own death with a smile and tells us to set our hearts ablaze, it was cathartic. Rengoku won by losing. He sacrificed his life, yet he was able to win the ideological battle. Last, the stroke of luck or genius in Gotoge, the demon flashbacks. Why do we cry for the villains? Since Demon Slayer uses social determinism, almost no demon is born evil. Rui, Gyutaro, Daki, they are all creations of a failed environment. Poverty, health problems, abuse, social rejection. Becoming a demon is a symbol of trauma. Trauma takes its toll on you, makes you hideous, makes you lose yourself. The episodes are always organized in the same way. First, I present you with a dreadful monster. Then I give you the pleasure of Tanjiro fighting it. And then, the moment it dies, I show you its past. And I put you down like a man for liking it. It makes us sympathize with the monster. It tells us, be careful. Had you lived their life, perhaps you were a monster too. Demon Slayer teaches that evil is barely ever nature. It is nearly always circumstance. And this brings us to that cathartic pity, which is really the power behind the series. So, is Demon Slayer overrated? When they want the psychological breakdown of Evangelion, yes. It does not dismantle the hero myth that the boys or Chainsaw Man do. It tells us that evil exists, it's objective, and it must be fought. But it also tells us that you do not have to lose humanity to fight without becoming cynical. Or perhaps it is simply reminding us that not every shonen is Attack on Titan.